Let's just go live, shall we? Going live, testing the go live and going the test live. Am I live yet? Let's find out. My phone has yet to say I'm live. This is always my biggest thing with YouTube. When am I actually live? Oh, now it says I'm live. I'm seeing 4 people on the live stream. I've just signed in to the Minecraft. Where's Darren? I am 1818151. That doesn't help. Where am I? Oh, I am by Massive Castle, which you might as well call Mimosa Castle, because of how close I got to saying Mimosa the first time around. Hello, welcome. Join me. Today's the chill live stream hangout that we've all been looking forward to every week, every day. I say with my dulcet tones. If you notice the giant, this thing here, and the no, long chicken fell. If you notice this thing here in the background, the entirety of my yesterday was me building with Luke. If you know Luke, we were building giant sound panels. So if you notice less echo in my live stream and or videos going forward, I have like 5 of these creatively placed around my room, as though I am a builder sound boy person. I like to think that I have steadily improved. I forget where I am. I'm headed for the town square right now. Hello, Kingdom of Heron V. Hello, Roblox. Hello, Shinglan. Hello, Riker. And hello to those who said hi to me on Minecraft. I saw the things and I went, ooh, but I forgot the names in the 30 seconds that I was talking. For those wondering, by the way, I saw all the comments about the server being down. For those who know what a DDoS is, effectively what apparently happened is the server company I am hosting our glorious area on got DDoSed, and they dropped the ball super hard because when it was done, they forgot to turn the server back on, and I was off building the giant black sound panels. So I was sort of, confused as to, of course, cranberries always. I think they're cranberries. Yeah, so that was my day. Can I go to the giant cake? Bye, Pac-Man. Hello. Oh, there's a holiday in Finland tomorrow. That sounds fantastic. I'm happy that you can go out into the world as well. Okay. I'll head to the cake the second I... Oh, there's the cake. I knew where I was the whole time. The only other thing I'm not sure about with these sound panels is it is summer right now, and it's going to be warming up. And we made them out of a thing called rock wool, which is like crazy level insulation. And I have a giant light on, and it's super warm out. So we'll see if it keeps us cool. I'm following. We'll see if it keeps me cool, or if I'm drenched in sweat by the end of this live stream. At which point, I will need to figure out cooling methods and procedures. Either way, I'm extremely happy with, like, I can bah, and my voice doesn't echo 8 million times. It did do that. It did last time, but not this time. Ooh, what's this? Let's go into, this is a giant castle, geez. Made out of nice bricks. I pet bricks. Behold, I am beholden and beholding. Riker's in London right now. I wish I was... Wait, which London? There's like 8 million Londons in the world. All named after the one we're all thinking about, probably. But there's also, like, in Canada, Ontario, there's London, Ontario. It's your political headquarters and also a castle. That's usually a good way of doing it. I mean, monarchies did that for a while because you can do laws and like rocks at the same time. And that's a good combo. You had to pick between me and a Twitch streamer. That just means that next time I'll have to go on Twitch too, and then we'll see. I never get offended if somebody else has other priorities that are not me. I recognize that there is a world, there are priorities, people exist, they all try to do their own thing, and then they go on with their life. I love it. But yeah, on the list of things, I am absolutely working on the green screen thing. I'm working on the wiki right now. I'm the wiki's a lot more work than I would have anticipated, but I'm happy I did it. I'm updating the studio again. I do it too many times a week, to be perfectly honest. And I am having good fun. Train Station Stop 1 and minecarts. What? I love where this is going. This is fantastic. The London. That makes sense. I figured it wouldn't be like one of the random towns called London, but you never know nowadays. I love that this bridge has off places now. Don't pass. But I passed. Oh, is it still the haunted base? Oh, the crime scene. I forgot. I'm trying to think of what else in terms of pseudo update announcement-y things. I was going to put anti-cheat in. So this is the issue, and I'll probably end up putting a straw poll. There's a book on this ceiling. I'll probably end up putting a straw poll at some point. So vanilla, and this is one of those things that a lot of people, they know that Java can do it, so they just sort of assume Bedrock can do it too. Turns out the Bedrock version of Minecraft literally has no anti-cheat if you're doing vanilla, in the same way that it can't do bans. So the options we have are to leave it as is, or to potentially move it over to what do you call it? I think there's a new kid or something. There's like a middle ground thing that you can do. What's this sign say? Sweetberry. Follow. I'm following. Whenever I find you. 3214. I do a follow. I love your Minecraft Creeper shirt. Yeah, so there's no way of doing anti-cheat as is, so I went, oh, I think it was Rosie that said we should migrate the server to it's Java, but what it does is it lets Bedrock people join too. I'm not sure how it does that. I like that I'm just a plaid dude with really cool shoes. The stock market. Oh, man. See what stocks are in this market. Not much yet. Maybe there's a fiscal situation. It's not done yet. Hey, fair enough. Eventually, you'll need to stock the market, though. That's the best joke that I came up with, and that's what I'm going with. It's now. I'll read this. There's a Stonehenge building. Let's go check out the Stonehenge building. In the meantime, Heron V said in the chat he's just looking at the chat every 30 seconds, and I can see the sadness in his face when he sees no comments. If you're talking about the other streamer, that does make me sad too. If you're talking about me, I have a resting sad face. I am a criminal optimist, though, and very happy all the time. If there were no comments in the chat, I would just assume that people are busy and had things to do. Minecraft RTX isn't my style because I refer to the classic textures. Same. And I was not paying attention. Ooh, horse. What's the horse's name? Do not steal. Gymnus Apmus. That is 8 billion times better than I was expecting. There's the sacrifice bell. Oh, jeez. If anyone on... I am talking about you. Yeah, that's my resting sad face. I am criminally aware of it. I've had it since birth, I think. Here, Darren. Where? Hold up. I need to hit the bell. Where's the... There we go. Bell hit. Okay, what am I doing? I like the ninja, like, hoodie you got going on. Taiji Alexander. Oh. Oh, hello. I am joining. Yeah. But no, my entire point with Darren for Super President is to build up a channel in which I don't implicitly, like, sell souvenirs, jar books, and more. Oh, man. I don't, like, implicitly, like, guilt people into sticking around. So if you either A, want to do something else or something else to do that! This is a no-pressure hangout. They're all meant to be no-pressure hangouts. 1 iron ingot. I don't know if I have an iron ingot. Well, does flint work? Do you accept flint? Discount standing customer support. Oh, jeez. Out of stock so far. Put back after. The mascot. Ooh, free to visit for now. Oh, hello. My name is Mr. Joe. Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Joe. Just shaking that hand. I almost read this as my name is Mr. Joe. Oh. Will you follow me again, Darren? Sure. Where are you, Mr. Bagpiper? No sneaking here. Ha 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 ha. I see you. I come from the sky. Hello. Where? You were just here. Ah. 911, what's your emergency? Scram. Oh, hello. I have returned. How long did I plan to stream? I generally go from noon till at least 2, and then last time I went till 2:30 because I was just having so much fun. And so it's like I would say an hour and a half minimum. 2 intentional is the intent. Blue or yellow dies here. I'm broke. Bagpipeman Castle, do not build if not Bagpipeman. That makes perfect sense. 10 out of 10 stars, 10 castle unmade. Man, this makes like Princess Peach's castle in Mario 64 look like a hovel in the ground. And that was a nice castle too. There's paintings like everywhere that led to places. There's a meatball. Oh man. Loving the carpet. Loving the carpet. Big fan of the color yellow. The guy that toured the other castle last week. So many people. Now, I like castles too, so don't get me wrong, but people like castles. Castles are like the tacos of buildings. It's not too many people don't like castles, but, you know, if you've got an issue with castles, I also understand. I love this fireplace. I feel like Donkey from Shrek. That is a nice fireplace. Who else is waiting for Halo Infinite? I played a ton of Halo 1 back in the day, and then in my 2006 to 2008 days, I switched over to Counter-Strike, actually, and then it was very hard to go back to Halo 2 onwards because of the shield thing. But I love all games, so I'm very non-discriminatory. I love the view on this. Oh, where are you going? Oh, you going to is that to the other part of the castle or to, well, let's find out. Yes, my knees, never the same. Another part of the castle. Can I make this jump? Let's find out. No. No, I can't make this jump. I am not... Oh, geez, what's a famous jump Olympian? I really think, based on my 4 seconds ago when I couldn't remember a great jump Olympian, we should really change our society to appreciate jump Olympians more. The entrance is on the 2nd floor. Oh, I returned then. Whee! Oh, I just remember what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, so in the, at some point, I think it's probably worth it to bring it up on a main episode as well. I forget where the entrance to here is. And I might do a straw poll about migrating the server over to those, I think it's Mineplex was the thing. which in that case would allow for more plugins and like an actual anti-cheat plugin, because we don't have one right now. And it's not because of me, it's because Microsoft literally doesn't have anti-cheat for for Bedrock at all. There's 0 options, and that was according to a dude as of yesterday, unless I'm reading the wrong forum posts. Up and up. Love the ladders. Ooh, you could defend this castle so well from like various like zombies and creepers. It would be kind of insane. Bye, Heron V. Bye. Good to see you around. Feel free to drop by later if you feel so inclined, or don't. Again, I'm never the type of person who would want to be like, I'm gonna call people out on stream. Pew pew pew. Especially with me, when I'm like having a tired day, I'll watch streams and I will absolutely lurk a ton, and I love lurking. I'm such a lurker. So I would never, ever, ever. It was built with defense in mind. That makes sense. This one. Whee. So yeah, I would never, ever call anyone out for lurking. Lurking's one of my favorite pastimes, so why would I get mad at somebody else for it? Ooh, another tower. Ooh. The budget for Bedrock might be a little too short then. I genuinely think it might just be because Microsoft, there we go, that's the word, is lazy compared to Mojang, and they just didn't want to put the effort in, which is sad to me, because apparently like 5 times as many people own Bedrock as own the oh, what you holding? Is that, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Yellow carpet? Excuse me, everyone. I need to go to my house and put down yellow carpet. Yeah, I think Microsoft is a little lazy with it. I forget how to leave. Those are the best houses. Oh, it's right here. No. Maybe. Is this it? No, this is not it. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. For some reason, I was mixing up the first floor and the second floor. There's other rooms here. What's this? Another room. You could Airbnb this so well. You would get, like, medium to high ratings. Higher with furnishings. Oh, geez. This makes me feel like I should work on my own castle and area more. That was fantastic. When you said the tower defense thing, I thought of Fallen Kingdom lyrics in the scene where the king fell from the tower trying to defend it from the mobs. I wish I was more capable of understanding the reference, but I appreciate the words you said. You know what I miss? At least partially. Maybe we don't have to make it exactly the same, but I miss the poop sign because I always knew where I was when I was near poop. That sounds awful, but it's actually surprisingly true. I think I am where that place was. Yes! Haha! It's my tower. Time to put down my new awesome yellow carpet. Ooh. Can I put it down below the bell? Probably not. This is that fun part where there we go. Actually, I'm a fan of this. Should make a big expedition up north or overseas. The expeditions always seem to lag me. I'm not sure if it lags anyone else. I enjoy the expeditions, but people give me things, and then and then I die and I lose all their things. I would absolutely make an expedition. If we did an expedition, I would probably set it to not peaceful for a little while, so there would be an element of danger about it, but at the same time, I know people are building right now. To do after the stream, watch Fallen Kingdom from Captain Sparkles? Absolutely I will. I don't know Captain Sparkles that well, but I've heard good things. My wonderful kingdom on the hill. Hee hee hee. No worries, keep inventory is on. Oh, that's cool. That was the run button. It was the left stick. Still, I'm at like 80 to 90% comfortable with the, Nope. Come on. Let's get that bell back. I'm like 80 to 90% comfortable with the Xbox controller, just because it makes less click-clacks as the keyboard would if I was playing on keyboard. But I'm still getting there. Learning. I don't know why, but these streams have become genuinely relaxing to me. Just the idea that I'm hanging out with there's like 7 or 8 people right now. There we go. Do. So at the very least, I need to add on at least something to my awesome, amazing, fantastic, fantabular castle. I love the orange bed in the middle of nowhere. It's like a sleepover, but only when it's not raining, because you're gonna have a bad day. Thinking of Fallen Kingdom constantly because of my choice of words. I choose words that aren't quite, I would say, on the beaten path. I figure if there's only so many words you're gonna choose in your life, you might as well pick ones that super throw people off. Let's make this a main kingdom road. Is anyone missing a pig in a boat? I'm assuming that be a pig in a boat. Stepped away for a moment, don't know where anyone is. I am by the mountain where I was building a castle at the end of the last stream. I am now building a bridge to the castle, similar to, but not at all like, The Bridge to Terabithia, a movie that I've never seen and I've actually heard is quite depressing. I also think it was based on a book. Not that that particularly matters, because it became a thing after I came to the tech end of the world. Oh, right. Do. I think the universal amazingness of Minecraft is no matter who you are in the world, there is something weirdly relaxing about building stuff in Minecraft. And I don't think I'll ever dislike that. Let's do some clearing. My slight OCD tendencies requiring that I level everything to flatness. Dig the dirt with the bell. I do not know who that is, but it is a quote, so it must be someone important. Hugh Janus a few weeks ago. See, that's why I strive to be more quotable, so that I am, by definition, more important. Minecraft's probably my favorite game since the day I got it like 7 years ago. And one of my country's accomplishments. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. There's a special spark in Minecraft that I think nary a game has managed to reproduce since or for. You got me a cow and a cat. Oh yeah, heads up, I'm streaming, so anything you whisper to me will be said aloud and also seen by absolutely everyone. Oh. I like how I even have multiple shovels. Do do do. Ah, the calming nature of. It's so random, guys. Stop making me whisper to people. I like the whisper I whisper is just E though, like the wonderful Markiplier meme. Do 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 do. I feel like if I was super duper famous, I would not mind just streaming me slowly building things on the internet and say absolutely quietness about, you know, just really getting like a sleep podcast where people would like fall asleep to me just slowly flattening the world into one giant pancake cookie. do. And on a plus note, me having all of this wonderful cobblestone will help me build even more of the bridge to castle. Perfect. I always went to my neighbor / friend when he got a PS3 and we played Minecraft 3 hours a day. Oh, man, I'm slightly too old to be when I was like a kid. Like, I played in the Minecraft alpha and I was like 15, 16, and that was amazing and like a hugely like pancake cookie sounds delicious, but also similar to a sweet cake. But it actually, oh geez, yeah, I really wish that I was like 7 and started on Minecraft, because the just level of complete imagination it would allow me to build up would have been like even more ridiculous than I currently have, and I would have loved it. Do. Hee. You could make Alberta. I know Alberta. I've been to Alberta within the last 2 years. If it's the Alberta you're talking about. Probably the one in Canada next to me, the BC boy. The amazing nature of no. Oh, jeez. Do. Feels sad when I'm the only one commenting. There's people also commenting in-game as well. And I'm tempted. At one point in time, I actually kind of feel like I want to go to a... what am I thinking? Going to a double Twitch and YouTube. So if people ever get annoyed by the fact that I think even next week I might do Twitch and YouTube, that way you can just pick your preferred platform, and if people all migrate to Twitch, then I can stop the YouTube, and then people on YouTube won't get annoyed that I'm constantly going, it's a stream. But you know, we shall see what happens. Into the forest to make more pickaxes. I love these trees. Not anymore. I love that punching a tree became like a thing, TM. Just the ability to actually... I feel like someone was in my house while I was in prison for 3 days. The buck wild stuff that happens while while you guys are on this server when I'm not around is insane. Also, the number of comments that I got while the server was off for apparently 10 hours yesterday, sadly for no reason, because the people just didn't turn the server back on after they got DDoSed. Thanks, Slothhost. No, apparently they're trying their best, and I got a very kind message from one of the guys who runs the company. So, oh well. Perfect. At least the crime rate is starting to go down. Do. Ch. All right. I remember when we had a serious criminal case every day. The crime rate goes way down if we abolish all laws. Yeah, you know, you're technically not wrong there. However, have you considered... maybe not. Oh, there was already a workbench here. Wow, I'm... Alright. Oops, not stair. Oh, well. Stair and get some of that. Oak wood planks. Couple chests. And then I will put the chests here so that I can put all the stuff that I don't need right now. Which is mainly just dirt and granite, because, like, who needs dirt and granite? Except for the people who like dirt and granite. Not, you know, not dissing. More dirt, gravel. What's your name in Minecraft, Darren? It's Savory Kestrel something something. 40 something, something. Yeah. Life hacks from Heron V. Have a cat, warm it up, and use it as a toe warmer. It's usually a bit too warm after 10 minutes, but still works, though. Getting the ideal temperature is something which is hard. Definitely in life. Oh, wait, no, I want that map. And dirt there. All right. Now we can make an uncomfortable amount of stone pickaxes after I make more twigs, I believe is what I'm looking for. Now we make an uncomfortable amount of pickaxes. I understand that theoretically I could do more if I just got better pickaxes. Don't judge me. So I put the cat in the microwave, toaster, or oven. I'm going to say a toaster oven, because it's roughly cat-sized. To write a long story about microwave cats, so it will take a while. This is popular in Finland. Oh, man. I feel like in 20 years, Minecraft talk shows will just supersede all normal talk shows, and people will just be like all chilling, making a house and being like, so your latest movie, you really showed your emotional side on that one. Oh, I need that ore. Anyway, so really, you really opened up. And how do you see your creative process? I'm almost sure that's how things will go. And by almost, I mean... hello. Are you having fun trolling? Off we go to make a build thing. Ooh. What am I doing? Oh yeah, right, cobblestone. No, that's literally the opposite of what I was trying to do. There's this weird thing on the Xbox controller where it'll, like, snap you to the nearest thing, and it just confuses me to no end. I like the idea that I can build a staircase specifically and explicitly for giants to get up to the castle. Which will require lots of jumping, like we're in some sort of weird movie. Yay. I get a weird rush whenever I break something in Minecraft. I don't know why. All right. My toes will finally be warm. Man, I wish my toes were somewhat less warm currently. If I'm being 100% honest with myself. One day my cat came home, pretty wet and sad, but yet living, so I decided to make her a bit drier and give it a bit of warmness. So use the hairdryer, but no, then I put it in the microwave. It sounds like a weird alternative form of poetry. You know, like Grimm's fairy tales? Where it's like, we've found a gingerbread house. Now we're going to put an old lady in the oven? I guess? I don't know. Perfection. Are you referring to your real-life cat or your in-game cat or the hypothetical microwave cat when you say that the cat died? I need to know. My level of sympathy varies in these scenarios. Do. I feel like it might be a little bit, you know, I think like there are some people who would say that if you want to be a real Minecraft hipster, you shouldn't build in cobblestone. And then I feel like it almost circles back around where only the real Minecraft hipsters will build fully in cobblestone. Then I realize that probably no one cares, and it's just me, and that's just the way I'm looking at it and thinking about it. Oh well, these are the way my thoughts work. I don't know, a bit of an mix of all of them. That's fair. I also noticed that there is a typing limit. I understand that it's to stop spam, and I understand that spam is way worse, but boy is it annoying, because I like big verbose paragraphs. Why can't the rest of us play on Xbox? Okay, so the reason that people can't end up playing on Xbox is because specifically Microsoft is mean. Basically, there's a thing called Minecraft Realms, and that's the official Microsoft servers. And they cap out at 10 people. You can't have more than 10 people on them. And you can only have Xbox players play only on Microsoft's Xbox Realms. The Minecraft Realms, which is, that's fine. But now the second we ever get to the point where we had 8, 9, 10 people wanting to play, or more than 10 over a period of time, more than 10 can work. But the first stream we did, yeah, specifically Microsoft is mean. Yeah, that's a pretty good sum up of it. Basically, there is no option to have phone players, Xbox players, and more than 10 people all playing at once. There is no version of Minecraft which allows that. And I spent more hours than I care to admit trying to figure out some weird workaround way to allow that to happen. And the main reason we're still dealing with like cheat issues and anti-cheat stuff is that there's actually no anti-cheat option in the Microsoft version of this and not the Java version. So that's my other thing I'm trying to deal with. Microsoft makes some interesting choices at different points. Maybe I should call up Bill and say, hey Bill, fix your game. You bought it. You spent like $11 billion. Fix it. You can write a poetry book of Jar. And that will be in it now. I'd love to see a poetry book of Jar. No pressure, but that would be hilarious. Put the life hack on the first page. My cat is too cute, please help. That can't help with that. Cats are extremely cute, and there's nothing you can do to really... I wouldn't even call that much of an issue. I would call that a reality, though. I really hope this stairway to castle... Cats is superior to dogs. That is more controversial. I'm the type of person that likes both cats and dogs, but I'm that kind of dude who it's very difficult to get my direct opinion out of it. Well, unless there's something... Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? We back! That's right. The stream, my OBS, which is what I'm using to record, actually fully lagged out. It should be back now. Huzzah! which is kind of insane. The internet I'm on is very good internet, but the problem with it, and this is the problem with all internets, this is Darren Complains About the World, is that they'll just turn off on you, and they'll be like, yeah, I know you have super fast internet speeds, but we just don't feel like giving it to you right this second. And the only way you can get around it is by getting, it's called business internet. And I hate the idea of business internet. It's like you guaranteed have a minimum speed, not a maximum speed. But the problem with it is that the minimum speed is like 20 megabits per second, which is not enough to stream with. And then the cost on it will be like 5 times normal fast internet for like a tiny amount of internet that's just guaranteed. Which is, I would say, very unfortunate. I'm almost done my amazing staircase of wonders. Very extremely happy with this situation. I like how by the end of the staircase, there will always be snow on it. Ah. Perfect. Getting there, getting there. Sweet. All right. And my potential issue is coming to truth, where it is super summer warming up at this point, and I'm feeling like the giant production light in my room and the insulation that I put up for soundproofing are now working in concert against me. So my forehead will be sweaty, but I'll sound great. Which do I want? King or Emperor? Between the two of them, I prefer Emperor, I guess. I don't know. At some point in time, I'll have to go back. There was a title video on my official title as Leader of Jar, and it was going to be like the Queen, where it's like, Earl of Sussex, nice whatever. Nice camera quality. Thank you. Rather than use a webcam, I'm using the camera I use to film videos. It required me to get a capture card, which I didn't know how they worked, so I had to research how capture cards worked. Yeah, the Queen's official title is like Duchess of the something realms, Earl of Sussex, Emperor of the Western World. It's like some giant title. I probably got none of them correct, but you get the gist. I think the ultimate video I could do is if I like had the like tea with the Queen under the Duchess of the Minecraft realms. Oh man, if I could, and it's impossible, but if I could have tea with the Queen for a video on the channel, I would absolutely do it. Fell out of the world. Did you go all the way down to bedrock to poke holes in bedrock, or at least find the weird glitch holes in bedrock? Why is there a hole to the void? I have a feeling that somebody was probably specifically looking for it so they could troll. Classified. Wait, did one of the admins put it there? The level of stuff that the admins are doing is ridiculous, if that is the case. So close to being done my wonderful staircase. Yes. You do. I'm back. You welcome back, Riker. Not back. How long have you played Minecraft? I was on not the alpha version of Minecraft, but I played the beta version of Minecraft before they had animals, I think. It was after they had monsters, but before they had animals, I think was the correct sort of area. But that was ages ago, and then I didn't play for a few years, and then I played a bunch for a week, and then I didn't play for like 5 years. So I'm significantly behind as to what's going on in Minecraft. What to do? 5 of 9 people haven't liked the stream. Maybe they don't like me, or they don't like the stream. That's their prerogative. Or maybe they don't feel strongly enough either way to really put their opinion down in paper. That, you know what? I think I can appreciate that. I have no, unlike I would say a fair number of YouTubers, I have almost no intention, like, I have no inherent need to be loved by the internet. I'm just sort of like, sure. Okay. Perfection. Hey, Leaf and Line. Welcome, welcome, Leaf and Line. I forgot to like things or something. Oh, jeez. I'm a veteran of Minecraft. See, this is the problem. The word veteran of Minecraft implies that I know what I'm doing right now, which is wrong. The bigger reality is that I played right before there were any things to know, and then I jumped back in briefly, which is not enough time to learn any of the things they added, and then I left for a really long time and forgot the small amount I learned. Now I come back knowing almost nothing about the game, which is great, because you ever have those games in your life, like, I think Morrowind would be one of the ones for me, that if I could play for the first time again, oh, I'd love that. Or like Super Mario 64, oh, I'd love that. Okay. I'm feeling very good about this staircase. Jarian poetry in quotes. Oh, jeez. Actually, I kind of like how this staircase has railings partway up and then just sort of gets built into the mountain by the end of it. I'm going to leave it that way. Yeah. Heck yeah. Castle is looking nice. I know! I have a bridge to it so people don't fall and die whenever they're trying to come around for tea. Very important. Tea, extremely, very important in my world. Totally forgot about the stream. Hey, you know what? That's the reason I'm trying to do it a lot, so that even if somebody misses part and or all of a lot of the streams, they'll still have more opportunities to jump in for part and or all of them later. Is this my summer home? This is kind of like my crazy mega castle that you know, like the kind that's a little too not comfortable enough to actually stay at. It's like when you have a big TV but you just watch YouTube on your phone. That's what this castle is for me. So this is technically my main home, and then my home in town is technically the summer home, but I spend all the time at the summer home. That's my official explanation I'm going with. Oh, hello. Welcome. The castle isn't any more interesting yet. But the bridge to the castle, that, woof. It's like interesting-ish. Somewhat interesting. Is that le diamant? Did you intend to give me diamonds? I don't want to steal diamonds accidentally. There we go. Now that looks cool. Yep. That's it. The president demanded a demand. Demand is a strong word. Being useless and somebody helping me out, that sounds more likely. The building fun. A little bit of rain, a little bit of snow. I wish either of those was currently happening in my real life where I am right now. As opposed to 1,000,000 degrees weather. It doesn't help either that I have curtains, and when I'm trying to film, and then this giant ray of sunshine will go right in my face, and I go, no! It needs to stop! Quench the sunlight. I think... Am I gonna build a dungeon? No, because my castle is a castle of love and friendship. For everyone. All right. I might build a karate dojo in it, though. You know, it's because maybe I just like karate. Maybe I just like karate. It's gonna be the name of my autobiography. So many people are trying to give me so many diamonds. Okay, but dungeons are cool. Okay, I will... How many diamonds? I have 14 diamonds now. I don't feel like I should have diamond... what do you call it? I feel like I should have diamond armor instead of diamond tools. Because I feel like I'll actually use the diamond armor instead of immediately breaking the tools because I use them too much. This has probably been said 1,000,000 times, but I wonder how comfortable diamond pants are. Like, do they, like, weave the diamond into some diamondy thing, or do they just have, like, a breastplate of pant? These are the questions. They keep me up at night. Huzzah! Thank you to both of you who gave me diamonds. I feel extremely happy. Hashtag blessed. Do is great in Finland. Free healthcare, totally free education, almost. Smart place, beautiful people, beautiful nature. We have 3/4 land covered in forests, and of course, we speak 2 to 4 language, usually 3. Don't have any diamonds for you. Have some cod. I love cod. Thank you. That was delicious. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of Call of Duty. Everything that makes a good, good fish dish. I like Finland. I live in Canada, so it's very hard for me to get mad at Canada because of how just weirdly nice it is. I do not deserve how cool Canada is. We'll put it that way. Not necessarily me. I don't think anyone deserves how nice Canada is. It sounds like Finland, too. Ah, success. I feel like I should take this down. First, I should go place the wonderful amounts of ore I have achieved. Ah, this way is now a dead end. And building my massive summer castle. Flexing 100. Cries an American. Ah, Yuma717, can I play? You can. We're on Bedrock. The server name is Citizens of Jar, and the IP is in the top left of the stream. So you can get the IP and the port there. If you are on mobile, the reason we're on Bedrock is if you have only the phone version, you can absolutely join us as well. And then I'm not on Realms, I'm on a server, so we can have more than 10 people, so it's not going to be full if you try to get in. Which was very much the intention. Cries in European. Europe at times has done amazing. They've got some problems depending on which area of Europe you're talking about and what decade you're talking about. Cries in yeah. Finland. Oh, Canada is like a part of. Wait, Finland is like a part of Canada that flew to Europe. That's fair. I like to think that Canada and like the Scandinavian area and Britain and Australia. You're a phony. It's like, what is it? Britain, New Zealand, Australia, very Commonwealthy things. And we're all like cousins in terms of culture, mainly just because Britain came in and said, this is our culture now. But it's like that, like, super chill, super cool, you know, help out their citizens. Big fan of that. Like that. Big fan. Happy and Canadian. In the northern world, we are all like brothers. I don't know if you're joking or not, but you're probably not joking. It is 100% true. You get some mean people, but realistically, where have you ever gone in your life where there's not like a mean dude and you're like, wow, this is a mean dude? Especially if you like are at the point where you have like a minimum wage job. Mean people are in regular jobs too, but just something about minimum wage jobs. There's people that are just not happy. Except for Denmark, they suck. Now, okay, I watch a lot of British TV, because I love it, and I watch a lot of QI, and what I hear on QI, which is like it's like an educational, pub quizzy thing for the people who don't know, and you have Sandy Topsvig. And there is definitely, from what it sounds like, all the Scandinavian countries just jokingly hate each other. You're in Texas and sweating your booty off? Wow, okay, I should not complain about heat. My guess is it's like 110 or 40 degrees Celsius. I think I got those conversions right. I'm trying to become fully system agnostic now that I've mentioned that I think everybody else should become system agnostic. Ah, Holden Spy. Oh, hello. Arizona, too. Oof. Arizona's probably extremely warm. Can you come see my treasure room? Sure. Say on the thing where the treasure room is, and I will come to you. Oh, no. Is my... Let's just go over here. Snowball. Go away. Did I do that right? No, I did not. Can I just throw you off the world? I can. Haha. Russia and America are like the two kids at school that that really don't like each other and get into like slap fights all the time. Do 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 do. I love the combination of words I just read is, what's that red thingy? I don't know. I found it in my mail. I'm not sure what this is or where it came from, but somebody wanted me to have it, and that's what really matters. There was a time when Russia was afraid of Sweden. Honestly, I love Sweden. I think Sweden is fantastic. I remember my propaganda video. I think Sweden has the best propaganda of all time with En Svensk Tiger. And their flag has like the cool flag colors. Nah, big fan of Sweden. I like their culture. They got issues, but everybody else has issues too. So I shouldn't be like, but here's the bad things about Sweden. It's like, nah, that's just life. Oh well, we live, we learn, we move on, we grow. Still did not hear where the treasure room was, unless that wasn't directed at me. I have that narcissistic issue where I kind of assume everything in the chat is at least partially directed at me, which, you know, probably shouldn't think that, That's narcissistic. Hello! Hello, Ben. Welcome. Sweden and PewDiePie... Or PewDiePie and Minecraft came out of Sweden. That is true, but I feel like... and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Sweden... Especially if you're like, oh man, IKEA, right? I feel like that's something that the people who live there are like, yeah, cool, we got other stuff too. So I always try to be more cautious about being like, yeah, these people come from there, just because I don't want anybody to be like, yeah. Dynamite also came out of Sweden. Dynamite came out of Sweden. Then, because that, wasn't that Mr. Nobel that made Dynamite? Am I doing that wrong? Which that would also mean that the Nobel Peace Prize and all the other prizes also came out of Sweden. Yeah, I was right. Ha! I do actually like history. That's the thing, though, is that when you talk about history, there's a certain level of confidence you need to have, or else you'll come off like a real dingus. So I just try to be like, yeah, I know. I know that. I know a thing. I feel like the best way to build this castle is to build the outside shell, because that builds up my reputation, and then from there, I can actually do work on it. Every noble dinners were held in the royal palace of the King of Sweden. That sounds fantastic. Oh, you're liking the ASDF movie stuff? I really appreciate Tom Ska. He seems like a very kind person in real life, on top of the fact that he makes funny videos. I always appreciate when somebody seems like they're nice, you know? I also attempt to be nice, so maybe I'm like half hoping it comes back on me in a weird selfish way, but I do genuinely like... Never been to Sweden, but I love Denmark. If I remember correctly, Sandy Tasvig is from Denmark. She's Danish. And she's very cool. But I think it's Sweden and Denmark that don't like each other. Based on the comments earlier in the stream, I feel I'm right. I really feel like if I was ever to give somebody a Minecraft-themed greeting card, it would just say, have a nice rock. And it would have a picture of one of the square cobblestone bits on it. You've had more wars with each other than any other country. Wow. I've never been to Europe or Canada, but love to visit both. I genuinely, there's an old series that I never officially end series on my YouTube channel, but I have an old series, which is the embassies, where I go to different places, and it's got to be me that goes there, and I collect dirt from each country in the world. I never plan on ending that series. It's just if I get big enough, I'd love to be able to go to different places, and that end more hilarious history stuff. It's pretty nice in Canada. America's not #1 in wars. That's the thing about the States, is it's pretty new. They're making up for lost time, though. They're trying. Not saying they should get into more wars to make up for it. That's not my intention. Have I heard of Diogenes? Are we referring to Greek Diogenes? Oh yeah, with Alexander the Great to get out of his sight. Yes, okay, yes, that is the Diogenes we're talking about. Yes, I do. If we get any more obscure with history, though, this is going to turn into a very bad quiz where I lose every question. What edition? We are playing on the Bedrock Edition Firetype games, which means that if you're on your phone, you can join in. Or if you've had it for a long time, they gave you a Bedrock Edition. This is the version that most people can play. He was the best philosopher. He was an awesome philosopher. He got a lot of... Diogenes got stuff done. Europe is nice, take it from me, I live in Europe. My parents have been to Europe, and they brought back pictures, and it just looked gorgeous. Actually, here's a fun trivia fact. My parents stayed in the town they filmed the movie Hot Fuzz in. So, but they had not seen the movie Hot Fuzz, which, if you've not seen it, it's a rather, you know, I'm gonna say adult, but like it's a rather swearing filled movie with a fair amount of violence in it. But we showed my parents after they came back the movie, and they basically were saying, "Oh, I know that street. I know that street too. Oh, that was a lovely street when we went down there. I've shopped at that convenience store." After their like random time they were out there. I'm Canadian, so of course I'm nice. Oh man. When I'm dead, just... Well, thank you very much, Riker. Oh, jeez. When I'm dead, just throw me in the river, Diogenes. You gotta be careful about which river, because if you were in London and you just threw it into the Thames, that might be... You might have some people knocking on your door telling you, what are you doing? Can you join ad? There is an open server Firetype, so I'm not sure if you're currently on the stream. I'm seeing you on the stream, so you can probably hear me. So basically, if you type in if you are on iPhone, Android, or Bedrock on computer, you can just go over to servers, add server, type in the IP and the port, and it should let you join. And if you are on Xbox, unfortunately, because we're not on Realms, I cannot find a single way of getting people from Realms to join. I don't know how to let that happen. Microsoft is a little mean with what they allow. Yeah. So, what if I could? I tried very hard to figure out a truly cross-platform way of playing this, and it did not work. So I ended up going with, okay, what's the version that most people can cross-play at the same time? And this was the version. Have I seen the rest of the Three Flavors Quite Trilogy? I have. World's End was my least favorite. Hot Fuzz is my favorite. Then Shaun of the Dead. World's End, to me, was not... How do I put this? Depressing is not the right way of putting it. It's just a little like, well... all the good times are over now. Which, to me, I feel is just a little... It's not what I watch movies for. I watch movies for many reasons, but a movie that's like, come with me, we're gonna wallow in sadness for 2 hours. I don't like those, and I don't think it did that, but I do think it was close enough that I didn't find it as fun. Like, Shaun of the Dead is a very fun movie. Hot Fuzz is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love that movie. Hello everyone, I'm building a town in Minecraft. Would you like to see it? If you have the town on this server, I'd absolutely love to see it. If it's somewhere else, I don't know how to find it. Firetype Games, if you look physically on the stream, we have in the top left corner, you'll see a blue purpley box. Then that has the port and the IP. It's directly on the screen. And the other side is my head. So it's always available, always visible. And in any of the newest videos on my channel, I have it just typed out. If you can't read that, any of the videos on my, like the last 3 or 4 videos and going forward, it's posted at the bottom of every description of every video I have. Edgar Wright is your favorite director? I have a lot of respect for Edgar Wright. There are certain, like, directors that are just fantastic. Edgar Wright is definitely on that list. Oh, I have so much of the cobblestone. One of the things I like about Minecraft is whenever I thought about me potentially streaming, I always thought about how hard would it be to play a game and also try to be at least somewhat entertaining at the same time. And there's something so beautifully mindless about Minecraft that it just lets me space out and talk about Edgar Wright. You're on Android. Okay, yeah. It will be in places listed. Oh, that was probably a weird place to teleport. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the castle I am building. Probably end the back of the castle here. So how many people, general poll, when you're building, do you build while walking forwards or backwards? Because I think forwards lets you go see where you're going, but backwards lets you give you a little bit more fine control of where you're going to place those blocks. Darren here. Oh, it's probably talking to me. Sup, how goes? What's up, what's up? Purple! Ah! Ah ha ha ha! Excuse me, I need to go put these in my house. I'll return to my castle. Darren is indeed the owner. I am the owner! It's me, the owner man of the server. I do own it. I have one rule, which is be kind. I visited America a few times, and it was nice. A lot of my cousins are American, actually, because I live on the west coast of Canada, and sort of down south in that little Seattle area is a lot of my family. Can you apply for admin? Well, we've only just met. Stick around. It'd be, hard to, you know, join in, immediately become admin. That I feel is a little bit of a risk. But no, I find more so than the being kind or mean, I think the real stereotype that would apply most to Americans is that they're more outgoing. And for the people that are kind, it means that they're more outgoingly kind. And for the people that are mean, it just means they're more outgoingly mean. So I don't really think it's, you know what I mean? I don't think they're inherently better or worse than any other country. And Harvey, I will totally remember to watch that. I've only been to Michigan. I've never been to Michigan. I've been to the top left, like 4 states and California. Never by plane. I've actually never been on a plane, which I will need to change if I ever want to visit Europe. But visiting Europe is expensive and hard, and now is probably not the great time to do that. Oh yeah, I should... Now there's pink too. How do I... Pardon me, kitty. I just want to place the carpet. It's the kitty carpet. Hello. Never been to the Americas. I feel like, and this is probably a horrible over or understatement, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the difference between Britain and Canada, just because I watch an absurd amount of British TV, because just the humor and sensibilities of British people, I, like, absolutely line up with the way I like things. But, yeah, I feel like Canada and Britain are wonderfully similar, especially if you're in Eastern Canada. They have more of the British and French flair there. Always wanted to visit Canada. Canada is lovely, and like, people are like, wow, Canada's really empty. Canada's extremely empty, more so than people even give it credit for. Like, our population density is hilariously low. And people always talk about how, yeah, but it's all, like, right near the border. And it's like, yeah, that means if you drive, I can completely leave civilization behind in less than half an hour of driving. very easily, very, very easily, I can just completely forsake all of civilization and live amongst the bears extremely quickly. And I can do that from almost any Canadian city. Less so on the East Coast, but definitely over here on the West Coast. Ireland is quite similar to Britain. I feel like Canada is probably quite similar to Britain for the exact same colonialism reasons. You've been to Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Estonia, and Russia. That's a cool list. Can you apply for a fan? Are you talking like it's very warm there and you would like a fan to cool you down? I'm assuming that's the type of fan you are referring to. At least if I had to. Knock, it's the United States. If the history of Japan and the history of world videos weren't a thing, I would be very, very interested in making a video like that. I'm surprised Finland isn't Swedish. We own them for 500 years. I mean, India is fairly British, but it's not that British. And the Britain owned India for like 100+ years. Much to India's annoyance. Although, to be fair, Britain picked up a lot of Indian culture as well, and I think that's for the benefit of both places, because, like, you know, British people and their love of Indian food is just a thing I find absolutely awesome. I've been to Mexico and the US and Belize! Ooh! Also Canada, where you live. That sounds fantastic. Canada's 27 million, if I remember correct. We have grown. We are now, I think, between 33 and 36 million. But genuinely, it's like Ontario, Quebec, and the tiny bottom left corner of BC is like 80% of that, if not more. So you genuinely do have, like... one of my favorite stats is there's a place in British Columbia called Abbotsford. And Abbotsford has, I think it's 120,000 people. And that makes it in the top 25 largest cities in Canada. Or at least it did a couple years ago. And the fact that that is true is just the most hilarious thing to me. Because people genuinely do pretty much entirely live in very, 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 very big cities or very, very, very tiny cities. You're thinking of DPR Korea. Oh, that makes sense. DPRK is 27 million. That is very interesting, yeah, because like they're very similar. Although at least with South Korea, I also love South Korea. They have such a cool culture. I'm gonna say that for pretty much every country now that I think about it. I'm a big fan of learning about places. One of the reasons that I have my extremely successful YouTube channel. But no, it's people always talk about us having similar populations, but over there it's like the entire everywhere is one giant city is like 95% of the population. Which is just a fascinating thing to me. And then here's you typed out some Das Mutterland. I'm assuming that's the motherland. Typed out some Russian. Interesting. I never tried to learn Russian. I tried to learn German briefly. And I got to like a couple sentences and then I gave up. 1800 summarized. Knock knock, here's Europe. Really is the case pretty much everywhere, huh? I wish, and I could be wrong, but I really, really wish that... Wow. Not really sure what you were trying to do there, Firetype. But yeah, I wish that people talked more about, like, if you think about the world, right, and you think about the countries you hear about on the news, this is one of my biggest like personal passions and pet peeves. And you listen and you just write down the name of every country that the news mentions at any point in time. Can you make a prison? I'm pretty sure we have like 8 prisons at this point, but you can feel free to add to the number. You could go after the United States for most prisons per capita. And you just write down the name of any country that the news mentions. If you, in South America, remove basically Maduro and Bolsonaro and their respective countries, you have almost never does anyone mention South America ever for any reason, and that makes me really sad. I really wish that really wish that we'd have, you know, just people just admitting South America exists more. I love South America, and same with Africa. I wish people talked about Africa more, just in a way that wasn't, oh, poor Africa, wish they were doing better, huh? I just, you know what I mean? I want to know, I know so much about British culture. I want to know about Benin's culture. I want to know about all these different places. That'd be so cool. Like South and Central America, that little tiny bit of Europe, like Kyrgyzstan, that's like above China, between China and Russia. I want to know about all those places. Because there's a few places you can really get a bunch of really cool information on, like Japan and Korea, because a bunch of places people are there. Like there's some really cool YouTubers that I watch that are people being like, okay, I'm not Asian, but here's, you know, a Canadian's perspective of somebody living in South Korea, or a Canadian's perspective of somebody living in Japan. And to me, it's super cool. I just wish I had the equivalent of that for any South American country, because I genuinely don't, and I wish I knew more. What about Asian culture? That's the thing. There's so easy to find people talking about Asian culture. I can find tons of stuff about the Philippines. I can find tons of stuff about Vietnam. I can find tons of stuff about Japan, South Korea, North Korea, China. I've comparatively so much more access to that. And it's not like I'm like, ugh, boring, let's not talk about them. I eat it up. I love learning about those countries, and I learn about them all the time. I just wish I could also learn about South America too. And I know they have sponsored dictatorships, but I just, like, other than, like, oh, here's all the rough history that happened, I just want to be like, what? Let's say it's Tuesday, right? Let's say it's Tuesday, and my family lives in one of, like, Uruguay. I think Uruguay's in South. I think I'm not mixing up my countries. Let's say you live in, like, Uruguay, right? What is the average family in Uruguay's life like? What do they make for food? What's their average job? They just hanging out? I wish that was the case. That would be so cool. I have such a weird perspective. The issue is I'm not the type of person that would want to make like a travel channel. I feel like a lot of people are like, I'm going to get super ripped. I'm going to travel the whole world, and I'm going to hang out on beaches, and I want people to pay me for it. And that, my personality does not suit that at all. In Kyrgyzstan, Finnish pronunciation, sorry, yeah, is cultural to kidnap women to make them your wives. Like, actually though, or in like, this used to be a thing back in the olden days, and now we kind of do it as a joke. See, if I knew more, I would know, but I don't, so I can't. Because I've definitely seen a couple, like, deep South American parties that jokingly do the same thing. Yeah. I love the idea that you can, you know, learn about all the different cultures. If anyone, this is such a weird request, if anyone knows any like English speaking like subtitled South American YouTubers, hit me up, let me know. I'd love to watch that. I genuinely went on Reddit and like asked around at some point, and I couldn't find a single thing. Man, my castle is going to be so big and empty, like most castles. It's going to be like, you know, you go to Scotland and you find that giant castle and you're like, wow, I wonder what's inside. The answer is nothing. But boy, is it impressive. You're making a farm? Ah, I love farms. Especially in Minecraft. They added such a good farming system. Compared to, like, Minecraft is such a cool game. Hear me out, okay? Personal opinion, the greatest game that would ever have been made is if they did a perfect midpoint comparison and they combined Minecraft and Animal Crossing. Wow, they do it for serious. Yeah, I didn't want to hear that. Owner, I need you. Am I the Obi-Wan Kenobi of the situation? That's really sad that that's a serious thing. I'm happy I know about it, though. It's good to know about bad things happening in the world, despite the fact that it kind of sucks to know about it. Castle is very decorated inside. That's super cool. I figured a lot of the old ruins were kind of empty, but I guess that's just me showing some ignorance. Martian culture will be a thing in the future. I'm seeing owner. What would you like? I'm just seeing very Ben Kenobi-esque owner things. Unless I missed the actual thing. Which could have happened. I'm extremely oblivious as a human being. I'll admit it. Bald and Bankrupt is... okay, I will absolutely look up Bald and Bankrupt after this. I'm almost saying it's Owner One Kenobi. I'm trying to wonder how... You need to give me the knife that you found. On my way. I don't know where you are. Is that... oh, it's you! Hello, hello! Thank you! This is very well balanced. I feel like Orlando Bloom in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie where he holds the sword up and he's like, it's perfectly balanced! And then he breaks a light on the wall. That's me right now. Look at it. I am looking at it. How do I... no. It's a knife. It is specifically a knife, too. Weird. Huh. Cool, coordinates are on now. I don't know how that happened. Legitimately. No idea. Somebody else did that. So, whoever did it, cool. Look at the name of it. Oh, so it's a sword, but the name of it is knife. I don't know if you'd prefer this back, so I'm just going to quietly hand you. That is a big... That's fantastic. I have returned your knife to you. Do. Girls, anyway, don't want to go to Scotland. Boys, Shrek Swamp. Oh, jeez. I don't know if we're having a jump party. I need to return to my mining duties so that I make this castle the biggest castle. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. I think a murder is going to happen. It's going to be pretty hard to murder on a server considering how all PvP is turned off. Man, if we could just Just need to run for election on the premise that we're going to turn off PvP in the real world. And or make PvE servers. It's perfect, guys. I figured I've solved violence. You have a holiday tomorrow. Kingdom of Envy, have a wonderful night. Wonderful for you to join us. Sounds like it is quite late over there compared to where I am. Let me know if I am starting the stream, if it would be easier for you guys over in Europe. If I started the stream at 11 here, that would start it an hour earlier for you guys. Let me know if that would be something that's preferable for you guys. I'm just trying to find the perfect thing that will make everyone on the entire planet happy, which is impossible, but I could try. But no, wonderful for you to join us. Have a wonderful night. You need to play Bed Wars or something on the big server sometime. If I can find an easy way to make sure everyone knows how to join, I would absolutely do that. That's the one thing I'm not 100% on, as I don't know how I can confirm that everybody will know how to get to us. What is that? Yay, Belgian chocolate and wolves. Grins in... Oh, no. Schlieffenplan. I don't know what that is. Though there is so many... I like learn about a food that's somewhere else, and I go, that food looks great. Now I need to make it. Like layer cakes. I'll learn about a layer cake. Like there's a Dutch one called Baumkuchen, which I have wanted to make forever, but it's insanely time consuming to make, especially from scratch. But I still would absolutely want to do that. There's another one too. I wrote it down somewhere. My friend was streaming Cook Serve Delicious 3, I think, and there's a layer cake in that game, and that looks so good. So I googled it. Now it's on my list of things to try and fail to make. Because I like to try cooking. That doesn't mean I am capable at cooking. do. The German plan to invade Belgium to get into France to end the war in the West early. Interesting. In World War I. Now, I'll be honest, and I think genuinely, statistically, guys tend to like more World War II stuff, purely because there was that 5 to 10 year span in games and movies in which every first-person shooter was about World War I or World War II, and every movie about war was about World War I or World War II. And that was 100% of them. And then I knew guys that knew a lot about World War II because of that. And then they'd say some obscure fact and somebody wouldn't know it. And they'd be like, you didn't know about World War II? They didn't teach you in school? It's like, you didn't learn that in school. You learned that in Medal of Honor. Figure out if we all friended each other, could figure out a way. It seems definitely possible. I will look more into it when the stream is over. So many people make jokes on British teeth, but I have no idea where that came from because British teeth are just like any other teeth. I actually think, and I could be wrong on this, so like if I'm wrong, just completely ignore me. I think it's that Britain is less into the trend of plastic surgery. And I have no issues with plastic surgery. Like, hey, if there's a way you want to look that way. Like, go for it. But it seems like the people over there are more, in general, just fine with not going under the knife. And it seems like that translates into the quote-unquote bad teeth thing. Because to them, if your teeth were wonky, like, for aesthetic purposes, like, you look fine the way you are. Don't need to spend money to change the way you look. But that's, again, I think it's a cultural thing. And I think I might be wrong on that, so you know, could be spewing a bunch of lies onto the internet, so that's something. What is this? Potion of orange juice, poison. Nice. I will keep it on me. Do we know if it's pulped or not? Do you think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? I don't know, man, but it keeps me up at night. I get very concerned that... get very concerned that the internet might not be truthful sometimes. It's just something that I can't handle in my heart of hearts. Ugh. Oh well. I do try my best to not spew lies on the internet. I'm sure I get it wrong. Can you have the orange juice? I mean, you can. It is poison. We've not confirmed whether or not there's pulp in it either, which... I need to do... Where's the drop one? There's the drop button. There you go. Can you confirm or deny whether or not there was pulp in it? It indeed tastes good. That's wonderful. I think you just unofficially became the official taste tester. Oh, is PvP on right now? That's weird. I thought we had PvP turned off. If somebody turned PvP on, if any admins are currently know the command off the top of your head, can you turn PvP off? Especially, I'd be more fine with it if it was an all-computer server, but the fact that there's people playing cross-platform, you know, having somebody trying to PvP from mobile while somebody else is on keyboard and mouse is just not a fair fight. It might have been a nicknamed mob. Oh... Okay, I'll say this right now. No killing people's mobs. You will... This is the kind of warning you will absolutely get your permissions turned off if you go around killing people's mods, and then you won't be able to touch any blocks or do anything. That violates the one rule of server, which is be kind. Unless that was your named mod, I would say that's the warning. Please don't do it again. How imposing is my castle looking from the main city? I hope the answer is, oh, the most imposing. Yes, yes. But, you know, I could be wrong. Thank you, some random guy. Sounds like it might not have been the case, but it's worth double checking. Yeah, the PvP and the mobs, the reason they are the way they are is purely to not screw over mobile users. I have the hiccups. Now is not a good time. So here's a fun fact about me. Oh, you killed your dog? Oh, that's saddening. I get hiccups for sometimes several hours, and it just gets annoying. Where you'll try to talk, and then a hiccup will happen. I think it's going away because I'm not stopping to breathe. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Owner, do I want to... You can call me Darren. I don't think I've ever had anyone in my IRL life just say, "Owner, please come this way." Does Jar have a restaurant? I think we have one. I think Rosie made... There's a bake stand. And I think somebody else has a restaurant. I could be wrong on one of those. Or both. All right. Oh, hello, Mr. Piggy. Oh, Piggy, this is not a safe wall for you. Cool. I'm going to go... What is this? Oh, yeah. No more under it. CP. What is down here? Yeah, pretty much nothing. Do. Boo, did I scare your hiccups away? Possibly. Possibly, maybe. I need a drink? Sure. What is this one? Ah! Alright. I'll just quietly do that. You know what, Kim? Gotta go, BRB. Wonderful to have you, Riker. If I see you again, amazing. If not, have wonderful travels on the world that you live in. And I think you may have scared my hiccups away, Kim. Genuinely. That genuinely may have happened. Oh, hello. I see what you're doing. Oh, some random guy. You are nasty. Burb. Wonderful burb. Have fun. If I ever, like, don't hear for someone for 20 minutes, I just assume that they are either currently busy or had to go. Because if it were me and I had to do something IRL, having to stop and say goodbye to everyone would be like, oh, what am I doing? Ooh, really love how that castle's coming along. Regal, awesome, powerful. Fantastic. I should really figure out something to do with all of the dirt that I am getting from this. Maybe I should fill it in. That seems a little excessive, though. There was a diamond hacker yesterday. Jeez. I genuinely wish that there was an easy way to add anti-cheat. And according to Minecraft, there's just nothing I could do unless we switch over to like a Mineplex server. And apparently even then, it's not great. There's a couple pretty easy ones to find that you can just, yeah. Which, if it got to the point where it was, like, horrible, I would have to do a whitelist invite list. But that, to me, that makes it feel like it's very hard to add people in. And I hate to, yeah. I hate to be in a position where I had to sort of okay and approve each and every person. They would like to buy an ad slot, the Jarian Poetry Quotes book. To do. Buy for your public library. That's such a good cause, too. Books in a row, on shelves. My mom is currently a teacher, and she's trying to create a reading nook so that people can come and read to their kids and read. But she's trying to be super multicultural about it, which I really appreciate. And she's adding in kind of like some of the books are multiple languages. So like English on one line, and then right below it, it's like in Punjabi or Arabic or I don't think she'll do Halkomelem, which is the First Nations language of the area, because I think only like 10 people officially speak it at this point. But one of the books, because you know, kind of like what I was mentioning, there's like Grimm's Fairy Tales. One of the books, if I remember correctly, is called I'm Coming to Get You, which is the most ominous title. But apparently it's like one of those like weirdly dark nursery rhymes in like Iran, but not here. So we're normally used to like gingerbread houses and shoving old ladies into fireplaces for whatever reason. But over there, they've got their own versions of weird, creepy stories they tell children, which I find hilarious and fascinating. Give the dirt to nature, donate. Name it would be Citizens of Jar. For it looks like AJ. My phone's text is very small. Picking up phone. It was AJ. Ha! I can read. You named the diamond Shiny Diamond. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go see what this place looks like from over there. My goal, I feel like it's a good goal. Thank you for the shiny diamond, by the way. Is I want to be able to have both of my houses so tall that I can see from one end of one house to the other house in like the you know, like in Lord of the Rings when they light the torches of Gondor? I love the idea of that. And I'm hoping the name was what AJ was asking for, was name of the server. I am hoping that's what that was. Can you build a lava bridge? I mean, as long as the lava doesn't go through somebody's house. Or is it, if it's not on a major traffic way either, so people aren't like slipping and falling and dying every 2 days. You know, as people do sometimes. Just hearing this piano music in the background, what do you think it would be like to be the guy whose one job it is to play piano for Minecraft? Do you think it'd be something that'd be like a dream come true, or do you think you'd be like, what did I do to get here in my life? If nobody likes CP, I'm just gonna commandeer. This is my mine now. My mine, my sign. Mine, mine, mine. Do, 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 do. You name everything. All of the rocks and land, the trees and the birds. That bird over there, Kevin. Got a Kevin-y look to him. CP is one. Yeah, there was a mine that CP was saying, and I'm like, nah. Do I want a diamond? I'm actually good on the diamond front. So many people are so nice giving me so many things, and it's just becomes almost excessive. Did anyone have any idea who the mystery villain CP even was by the end? Did we ever actually figure that out? Because I think it was short for Communist Party was the joke, but no. Oh well. There's a bit of mystery in all parts of life. We have suspects, though. Oh yeah, because there's a police department and private investigators. I feel so good for how much cobblestone I'm getting here. I'm good. I don't need... I got too many diamonds. They filling up my inventars. Gotta go to the outside world now. Wow. I'm gonna go to my house in the city. At least look at the name. But I've gotten so many things from you. Gots to do things, do. All right. If I eventually made my house absurdly tall, how do people feel about me making a giant sky bridge between the castle and my house in the middle of town? Because I think that would be very funny, but I also think it would be quite the eyesore. Here's a fun random fact about British Columbia, the Canadian area I live in. we like the view of all the mountains and stuff so much that you're not allowed to build skyscrapers in a lot of places. There's like protected sight lines where they'll have like signs up. It's like, the view that you are seeing of this mountain is legally protected and no skyscraper can be built that covers it. I don't know if I agree with that, but I find it a very interesting decision. Ah, my wonder house. Do. Alright, here I am doing the most easy failure of trying to get up my own stairs in the morning. Oh well. I have checked out quite a many a diamond in my life. Does it say epic? Where did you end up deciding to put the lava bridge anyway? You making a moat around your house? No, it says everything. That makes me want to look at it less. Making a bridge with a bucket of lava. Do. Hello, Mr. Gomu Gomu, and ooh, it's been a while since I read katakana. I'm not going to try. I think I saw te and she, but I forget if it changes at the end of a sentence, and de. Oh wow, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna say all the letters wrong and accidentally be offensive. There was a time where I could sound out all the Japanese words by the characters. That time has passed in my life. Maybe one day I will be able to get back to that. Same with Korean. I used to be able to kind of know what all the Korean characters, and I could sound them out. They're very phonetic, actually. If you ever look at, like, Korean language, it's very two halves of each character, which I find awesome, and they sound out what they're saying. So you can use Korean characters to write out English words, if you so desire. Do. Time to go back on my castle. I need to see how tall my home is. Hangul is very easy to learn writing system. It absolutely is. It's easier to learn the like writing by hand as well. I wish I could do like calligraphy for like traditional and simplified Chinese characters and Japanese characters, like hiragana and katakana. That would be so cool. Although I never did learn to draw. There's a thing about hobbies where you sort of realize there are 24 hours in a day. And if you pick up 23 hobbies that each take an hour of practice a day, you then have 1 hour to sleep, have a job, and exist as a human being. So there are limits to what you can do. Sadly. I wish there weren't. So I think my main goal at this point is to get my house as tall as my castle. Kind of like the spire that Saruman is on in Lord of the Rings. I like conceptually that whole deal. Okay, I can see it. That's good. So I think I learned how to read Cyrillic by accident. Now, to clarify, how do you do that purely by accident? So this is 118 high. So I'll mine a bunch of stone, and then I'll go back over there and find out how close I am to 118. Learning to read anything by accident when you're not a child and like first picking up languages, I find shocking and super cool. I don't have seeds. I don't need seeds. Go away, seeds. To-do. What's sleep? I don't think we ever did the sleep bit. But you can go into a bed, but it might not necessarily, you know, do sleep because yeah. I'm a little concerned, Firetype, how you are getting these diamonds so quickly, considering this is the first time on the server. Because if you are hacking, I would appreciate that you don't hack. Because at one point we will put in a thing, if we do a switch over, which will auto-ban you for hacking. It's not. No, I'm not saying that the diamond is hacking, but the fact that he got like 5 diamonds 5 minutes into the first time of joining the server, that I find suspicious. I'll pick up this thing. That is quite something. You can have back this thing now. Do 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 do. All right. I almost have enough. What are you going to buy an ad for, Taiju? It's fine if you do not like to say. I love that there's a full economy here. Do 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 do. To my house. And then I believe I was 118 in the air. Oh, and it's only like 75 down here. It's gonna be tall! Did you get banned? I actually don't think you did at all. We wouldn't even be, because it's Bedrock, we wouldn't even be able to ban you. We would just be able to turn off your way. You wouldn't be able to interact with objects. Only bans only work apparently on Java, and the only other way of doing it is doing an IP whitelist, where you, instead of saying everyone can join and then banning people you don't want to join, you literally have to individually let people join, which I mean, we could do if like hacking becomes a huge issue and people start getting griefed a lot, but like that's a lot of effort for everybody else to have to go through. So always an option though. Bans work on anything. Not according to the Microsoft FAQ for Bedrock servers. But again, we can always turn off people's ability to interact with stuff, and we can always do an IP-based thing. Okay, so I'm 101, so I need to be 75 more layers in the air-ish. Perfect. This really will be like the Tower of Sauron. Just effectively, if you took a walking stick and you just hammered it lightly into the ground. He's not the troll griefer. Realistically, I haven't actually seen... there's some people who are, like, suspect, but people are enough on your side, Yee, that I would not make any moves to, like, get mad at you currently. If people got, like, another wave of being very upset, then I would have to change my mind. But again, people seem to be generally fine with you. One more update. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that update, so that we have at least the option to ban people if they're being mean. They've said it's coming, but oh well. Eh. AJ, what's the server? The server is Citizens of Jar. If you look in the top, that side, I think, based on the way the camera's looking at me, top left, you'll have the port and the IP number. And then one more stack of 64. I don't know if anyone needs dirt, but if anyone's got any cobblestone that they would like to trade for dirt, then that would be fairly hilarious. $106. Slowly growing. You're mining cobble for me? Ah, oh, how wonderful and lovely. Wonderfully. I'll trade you my giant amount of dirt I found. Man, this building that I'm doing, I've got no safety harness. I'm off in the middle of nowhere. There's no scaffolds. This is probably a huge OSHA violation. I can see my house off in yon distance, though. Makes me very happy. Also, the view I'm getting of the city is pretty much the view that the map has, and I'm very happy with that. I can see the cake. I can see the castle we've got going behind. We've got the viewing tower. They've got, I believe that was the investigation area, the prisons, the insane asylum, library, the parliament, Jarlament. They've got quite the wonderful little city going on here. I'm very happy. Is the server on after you leave? Yes, the server is a perma server. But heads up, we've got 7 or 8 mods. Check out the JAR Intelligence Agency to CIT. Let's see if I can remember where that is. Yeah, so we have quite a few mods to help with if any potential griefing happens when I'm not here, and we have the server on all the time. And I think our mods are spread out over the world, so time zone wise, we're actually quite well off for coverage. Would it be easier in future, just reading the chat, would it be easier, I know it's in the description of the latest video, for me to, when I do start streaming, to actually put the server IP in the description of the actual live stream itself? 2 stacks of cobblestone. That sounds wonderful. I do not remember. That's a stock exchange. I do not remember where the intelligence agency is. So if anyone can remind me, you can absolutely teleport me to Taiju Alexander. Or Taiju Xander. There we go. Yeah. I like getting people's names right. Yeah, some random guy. You may absolutely do that. Poof. Thank you very much. In we go. Oh, it looks like we found it. I knew it was here. I just didn't know what it was going to be like, and it is beautiful. Wow. Also, I enjoy the flower. I think there's a whole iron block, too. This is lovely. You found a sign underneath. Soon. That's ominous. That's quite ominous. Do. If I join, am I going to be imprisoned? No idea. I don't know what the mods think. I wouldn't do it. I like to have a fairly hands-on, especially because people voted for the mods they wanted, so I tend to be fairly hands-off with what the mods want to do. And then if people get unruly and upset about how the mods end up doing things, we would just hold another vote and swap out for new mods. But people seem to be fairly happy with the mods we have. They've been doing a good job. I think I will mine in the giant mine under the main city. Wow. Hello. Welcome me. Did I just jump on? Oh no. Oh no, I've wrecked a... Oh, is there a hoe in here? No, okay. I will right my wrongs. Let's go find a way to make a hoe. Well, and let's go over here. Let's just make a wooden one, because I don't need it all the time. Oh, no, it's just not what. Okay, never mind. Are we all in survival? Darren's Tower of Darren. Love how imposing I'm getting. Wonderful. Let's go to my chest of chest things. Put the enormous amount of dirt and stuff in here. All right. Wow. Such fanciness. If Darren agrees to me being free, he'll be free. I don't know what the imprisoned or freeness thing was. That's not. I'm not to pull a Trump and be like, wasn't me, but pretty much the entire saga happened while I was not around. So I just don't. I don't know what's going on, to be perfectly honest. So I'm fully down with. I will pass it on to the mods in the community to see what they would like to do. And then the mods may enforce the will of the community as they see fit. If you'll need a lawyer, call me. The way I see mods on like a Minecraft server, it's kind of like a community bake sale, right? Where it's like, realistically, if I'm the one that set up the bake sale, I don't need to be selling at every stall of the bake sale. This is a horrible analogy. Then, at the very least, what I can do is pass off to people that are trustworthy. And then, if they feel like they're doing a good job or change up the way that they are selling the baked goods, then all is well in the world. Yeah, this is a really bad analogy. But I found an egg, so like, I think it's a net positive. Iconic Gamer MC, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our wonderful Bedrock stream. We hang out, we chill, we enjoy life. We play Minecraft if we see fit, or we just hang around on stream, ask me dumb questions about random stuff, and then I chill and play Minecraft, build a tower that's too tall for most OSHA violation reasons, and then we have all fun. I like to call the stream the day where I actually get to hang out with people and put less effort into it. It's like my low effort way of doing things, which I really appreciate. It's not me putting on some massive character, which I do, you may have noticed with me hanging out. Hello again, Bagpipe Man. It was a really weird analogy. Yeah, I make weird analogies. I do definitely, I don't necessarily put on like a huge character, but I definitely play out my personality for the videos. You've got me stacks of cobblestone. If you know where Darren is my dad. You know, as far as I'm aware, I have no children, but if maybe ye is a teleporter from the future. Whee. But yeah, I tried to pull back the old curtain. This is like a half hangout with person, half behind the scenes where Darren's not trying to be overly Darren. Although I do still talk a lot. That is definitely who I am as a person. I don't shut up, ever. Which is good for when you're trying to do YouTubes. You'll never know my secret stat. Jeez. Not having the ability to not stop talking for hours is awesome for YouTube, but can get probably quite annoying for my friends in the real life, where they were like, you know, not talking's a thing too. And I go, oh, how dare you? No, I kid. Half of my friends are as talkative as I am, realistically, which is... I can imagine it's not normal, to be perfectly honest. Yes, anyone and everyone can join in. The only rule, Iconic, is be kind. which I feel is a good rule. I don't remember where fire type was. Oh, yeah. You've got me stick stacks of cobble. Here, I'll fire type 8975. I feel like I'm saying a password for a door. I will find my way out into the big wide world, and you can let me know where you are, and I'll see if I can find you. First line of your subway is done. Wonderful. It's a cow. Hello, cow. We're best friends now. The world can never keep us apart. Oh, I've got teleported. Oh, you got up. Hello, hello, hello. Quite nice to you. Wasn't sure that it was toxic. That is fair. Sometimes people are... They just, you know, when they act different around their cool friends at school? I understand that. It's in the cave chest. Awesome. Thank you very much. I think... Is it this chest? Or is it in the other chest? I'll check the other chest. Nothing but toxic to you. That's unfortunate. I cannot control... Cave chest. Where is cave chest? Rules should always be well defined. The problem is that there's always going to be somebody who... Oh, that's a cave chest. No, not the cave chest. Under my castle. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Thank you. I have so many houses. Yeah, I think I would argue, and this is a horrible thing to get into, you know, rule of law things. I think the laws should have like what the letter of the law is, and then a quick paragraph underneath being like, okay, this is why the law is what it is, so please don't like exploit that. Quick question, what is the answer to this? What to do? If we add a bunch of I don't usually add babies together. Is that babies? Yeah, it's babies. No idea. Did you make the server with Aternos? I'm guessing no, because I don't know what that is. So my guess is I don't. They stole my polar bear. I miss my polar bear. What a wonderful, wonderful creature. And the people that gave it to me, I remember that too, because there was the one, and this is the problem, is that I will definitely forget the names because I'm horrible with names, but I remember the person, if they spoke, who gave it to me, and then I believe it was their little brother as well who helped out, and it was just, even if the polar bear may pass and change, oh, thank you, there will always be a kind spot in my heart for the kind things and kind words of that cake and the polar bear and everything else. That is a lot of cobblestone. Wow. And off I go to the over there. Petition to kill polar bear nappers. I wouldn't say necessarily that, but if we can figure out who's griefing, we can totally just turn off their ability to interact with any blocks. That way they can feel included and hang out, but they can't interact with anything. Off I go. Man, I'm going to make this house so tall. This house is going to be selected for the basketball team in high school. Or Apex hosting. My server is on Slothhost, which the people who make Slothhost seem to be quite nice. Even though there's been a couple problems with the server, both in terms of lag and in terms of apparently they got DDoSed, and then I had to submit a ticket report, and they're like, "Oh no, we forgot to turn your server back on all of yesterday." So my server was off, despite the fact that the servers were up. Pardon me, all of yesterday. Math teacher is asking. I don't know how the colors would do, because it's, well, 'tis 2 plus 9. That's just 11, but blue plus black, I don't know on that one. Where was I going? This is one of the reasons I'm making my house uncomfortably tall, is that I have the option, in that case, run, 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 run. There we go. Boom. See it from 18 miles away. That way I kind of always know where I'm going. You've got to go. Great to have you. Thank you very much for the cobblestone. Welcome aboard. And it was nice to meet you. So, hello, hello. It's a joke. It's funny. I'm a very oblivious person. This is genuinely me not realizing that it was a joke. Like, actually. Hello, Rosie. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. We're having fun. We're hanging out. Look up. I see my house if I look up. See my ceiling if I look up at IRL. That wonderful, kind cow is still at my house. What a good friend. Has anyone else had a cow, which is a great friend? You know what's a great name for a cow? I'm going to go with something that starts with C, like a Cindy or a Cody. I'm really feeling that in my heart of hearts. I say, as I hold my egg. I'd be happy to make a line between your two homes. That's the goal. Okay, so my goal is to... I think I have to get the house up to about 170 blocks tall, and we're currently at 108. So I got quite a while to do that. And then I'm going to make a bridge between my tower and my castle. As long as it doesn't obstruct anyone's view, lag the game, or make anyone annoyed at me. So, if you'd like to help, by all means, welcome aboard. But at the same time, I'm also not saying that I'm going to recruit you. So, not going to force anyone to try to help me. Then maybe at a later date, I will separate this giant tunnel of a house into floors and furnish it. I have so much cobblestone. I'm so happy that I can do something with it. Up and down I go. Can you sublet a room in that house? I would not mind, genuinely, if I got the bottom floor and then I just made a bunch of floors above that. And it would be like free housing. So people who are new to the server, or like not big, not very expandable, not the most furnished thing. But like, you know, I like the idea of free housing, universal basic income. Yeah. A good way of doing this. Here, if I take these two sides, and then you take, it's like this, I'll take this long, this short, you take that long, that short. I think you already started doing that. If you have too much cobble, I will not have too much cobble with the craziness I'm trying to pull off. I will have too much dirt though, so do you like jazz? Do you like dirt? Just make a... one of the things I wish Minecraft had is the ability to have one square of your inventory that just constantly replenished itself as you placed from your inventory. So you could fill your inventory with cobblestone and you'd never have to put it back on your bar. Nice view from the castle so high. I know! I'm getting there. I also like the idea that it's a nice... I should have a balcony. I like balconies. That it's a nice sort of landmark, so I always know where I'm going, because... You guys make the most wonderfully nuanced and big towns that I always feel like I'm... Careful, it's very tall and precarious here. Any bets if I could survive the fall? I'm gonna go... Well, you have armor on, so I'm gonna go... You probably will full die. Yeah. Yeah. 23. We're getting there so quickly. And it provides, because it's such in the middle of the... It's right there in the middle of the, what do you call it? Town. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. That's the word I can do. Cannonball. Oh, geez. Survived the fall, but then you fell down the stairs. Oh. Help. How am I supposed to help? Is there... I don't... What am I helping with? I remember there was something about somebody... Is it killing pets or killing people? Because I think PvP is definitely off. Hopefully some random guy and or like Luke or one of the admins should be able to help you out as well. Because I don't know where your animals were or where your house is. I know you built a town at one point with rental houses. Should have elevators going up and down this. That's a really cool idea. I would not mind. Huzzah. Oh, we're so getting there. 127. I'm saying, hey, Darren, have any suggestions for a new profile pic? Ooh! I've always been a huge fan of half blurry, out of focus pictures that are just stills of people's faces from movies. I've also been a very big fan of like drawn portraits, but that usually requires you to like get somebody to draw it. And artists are hard to find, and they're underappreciated to begin with. I'm also a fan of geometric shapes. How high do we need to go again? I think it's 171. I'll have to double check my castle in the other place when we get back over there. To be fair, some random guy, I think he commented it on one of my videos. So he did mention it. I just didn't know how to respond. I tend to, for those curious, I will respond to comments about the Minecraft server. I try not to bring it up in the Super President videos directly, just because it's just a little bit off the beaten path. So somebody who watches a video but doesn't care about the Minecraft end of things get really confused. That way everybody can sort of pick their level of involvement of what they like. The cat is alive, probably, maybe. That's the thing about cats. You gotta wonder which of their lives they're on. Name your cow Daber. When you take over the galaxy, can you fix my depression? Well, I'm planning on rewriting the laws of physics in my own image, so, you know, if I could figure out a way to just let you set your own level of depression, that would be great. That would be such a fun method of life. Fukuda Wood, you made it up. Success. Welcome aboard. Thank you for making absolutely gorgeous stairs on the way up here, by the way. That was really, really just like the etiquette of not making a just stone straight up was awesome of you. I feel like being half pressed today. It's very much, it's like when you choose your steak and you go with medium rare versus regular. Hi, just liked and subscribed. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can pronounce this right. Maid or Mod Benzay Benyazed. I'm trying to get really good at pronouncing, so if I say that wrong, let me know, and I will do my absolute best to get better at that. I know, I'm falling behind. I'm trying to read comments. I will make my profile picture a green square. I like green. Green's my favorite color. But at the same time, I also appreciate other colors. Except brown. And the only reason I don't appreciate brown is because brown is really just orange. And there's a whole 20-minute YouTube video about why brown doesn't exist. It's like how pink doesn't exist. It's crazy. Nice. Cat Callie, hi. Hello, hello. Welcome aboard. If you're just watching or playing or however you'd like to do. We're going to lose so many people during this. I know, this is going to be... We're going to need a memorial to all the builders that didn't use scaffolds. Hey, Darren, can I color your boots green? Absolutely. I love green boots. I'm currently wearing magic boots somebody gave me like the first stream, but if you either want to color these ones green or if you'd like to make me green boots, I'd be totally down. I just realized that issue might be dead. Not dead. Nice. Time to get more rocks. Actually, I'm going to go to the castle and double check what the height on that is. Hello, my first question is, when did you start playing Minecraft and how did you find Minecraft? So I started playing Minecraft during the beta, not quite the alpha. I think it was back when it was like $8 to $10. I actually lost my original login info for that. It was before they added animals, but after they added mobs. So you'd have like creepers and whatnot, but there's like creepers and spiders and skeletons, and that was pretty much it. It was before Ender, before all that jazz. And then I stopped playing for a really long time, and now I'm back. So I kind of feel like I have, because I wasn't around when they made all the stuff, I kind of feel like I'm playing it for the first time, which makes it really nice. And how did I find Minecraft? I had a friend at the time, and he mentioned that I should play this game called Minecraft, because I am that weird guy that grew up on weird indie games. We had a console, but we had a computer that I played mostly on. So I got to play a lot of weird computer games, which I love. The boots are orange. I think they're the ones I gave you for Super President Day. They are orange. They, I believe, are the ones you gave me for Super President Day, actually. That's hilarious. They also have thorns and something else. Thorns Protection 2 and Depth Strider 2. Yep. 100%. If anyone needs me, I'll be at my castle double-checking the height and double-checking and just mining some extra stone because I ran out. Rosie, just to confirm, the cat is alive and well. Success. That is fantastic. Sadness. Whenever I see an empty pin where it's like, please be nice to animal, and there's no animal, I always get scared. How do you get to the top of the tower? What a great question. There's no good way up to the top of the tower. Buyer's choice. I think as we go up, if you've got cobblestone, we just sort of build, because we're trying to get to 171 height. There we go. The stairs don't go all the way up because we keep making it really fast. Like, we just added, I think, 40 layers onto it. Okay. Time to double check the height of the castle on this side. Oh! That wasn't 171, that was 117. I flipped it. So how's this? Okay. So the tower is as tall as it needs to be. We now need to build a bridge from the tower to the castle, and then I'm going to build the castle up to where the tower is. Because apparently the castle's only at 118. We passed it a while ago. So if you, from the top of it, I'll get stone and I'll join you. But it is as tall, make it to the nearest round number, just like the TV volume settings. Whether it be one, you know, like ending in 5 or 0, I will be happy with. Second question, if you don't mind me asking, what is your real name? You don't have to say your last name. Actually, I'm one of those weird people that is like, well, you know, all the YouTubers will eventually just use their full name anyway. They all change their name for their channel after a while. So my name is Darren Tomke. It's on a lot of the random places I use, but it's just Darren for Super President on the old channel. And then I really want to know if I'm saying it right. It's because it's M-U-A-E-A-D. It's either Mued, Mod, or something else I'm missing. So just please let me know if I'm getting that wrong, because I do want to try really hard to make sure that I am appropriately saying everyone's name. Given name, chosen name, whatever you want to be called by, I want to make sure I'm saying it right. I love mining rocks too much. Something about this game just really sparks my love for mining rocks. Something I hated to do in real life when I had a job that dealt with rocks, but now that I'm doing a game involving rocks, I love rocks. I can't wait till we build the Omega Bridge above the city. I'm currently in my mind, so I have no idea. Does anyone have string? Ooh. In real life? No. In the game? Also no. I hope that was helpful. String, I think you can get from spiders, but because we have it on peaceful, due to the fact that I don't want to make it hard for phone players, it ends up being real rare. I'm wondering how else you can get string. If some random guy, because I know you're on right now, if there are items that can only be gotten through mobs, I have no issues with the mods sort of making those items available to people and giving them out. Especially because, again, it seems like for the most part, the majority of people do want to stay not in, what am I saying? Not on the game. Use Google Translate and hear my name. Heck yeah, I'm actually going to do that. What am I translating from? U-A-E-D. I really hope I don't get the bad pronunciation thing. Google Translate did not help me. Interesting. I will try to work on this later because I do want to get that right. Sorry, I meant to mean it's not that it's not English, but I was curious the background of it. Oh, found it. I'm seeing Mued. Let me know if that is what if the internet's lying or not. Is to do. I'll quickly skip down to. Oh, whoops! Gotta unplug and replug my controller in. Yeah. Cat Callie, hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing well. I'll be right back on your question, Mued. Have you played Roblox before? I'll answer that in a second. Can I join? My Minecraft name is Taco183. Yes, the IP is on the screen somewhere. If you're on console, I never figured out a way to get you to join. couldn't ever get that worked out. But if you're on phone, you can absolutely join using the IP that's on screen or in the description of any of my videos. Everyone can join the server if they like. And then I'll jump back. I'm really sorry for asking a lot of questions. I love questions, especially when you're on a 3-hour live stream. It gives me a lot of random opportunities to ramble about things, which is my favorite hobby and pastime. When did you start YouTube? I started YouTube a few years ago. I have dabbled before, either with helping other people out or trying to learn how to do videos, and then I just one day did it because I'm like, the best way you can learn is just by doing. So I took the most interesting idea I had and I just ran with it, and it was awful, and I loved being awful because I like being bad at things. And then from there I got slowly better, and now I feel okay, and in the future I feel awesome. Have you ever played Roblox? I haven't, but I've installed it because 2 different people asked me to play it on a hangout at some point. And what's your dream car? Ooh, I will be honest, I don't really know cars that well. I was the guy growing up, I thought there were cars, trucks, boats, and vans. And this is going to sound awful because I'm going to say my dream car is basically the car I have now, which is a Toyota Matrix. Because it's cheap, it has good gas mileage, and it's got a lot of trunk space. So if I ever need to film something, I can pack it into my car. What game did you play first when you were a kid, Minecraft or Roblox? It was Minecraft. I played Minecraft in the beta. I've actually never played Roblox. I would love to play for the first time. Highest balcony and the most dangerous. Yeah, I would love to play Roblox for the first time on stream so that people can absolutely, you know, watch me flounder and fail. Literally the first thing I fished out is a fishing pole. Do you see my balcony, Darren? I don't. I'm currently working my way up the water elevator. You can't. You can hide the dead body in your trunk, Darren. Why exactly? Oh, man. I will get to the chat in a second. It's very hard to do a water elevator when you're not paying attention. There we go. Okay. Up and up and up and up. Now's a good time as any. Towers 171. Let's see. I didn't really see that earlier. I'm going to double check what it is now, because I'd hate to say, no, take it down if it's gone higher than 171. 175 or 200 would be awesome, though. 175 seems very reasonable. Have I gone to Minecon before? I've actually never been to a convention, despite the fact that I really want to go to a convention at some point in my life. 171? Yeah, let's go to 175. I brought enough blocks for that to happen. So I feel like that's good. So when you're standing on the top, it will say 175 is the way I'm thinking of it. 75. Perfect. Cool, cool. Welcome aboard, Taco 183. I see that you have found our wonderful little city. Feel free to wander around. Be kind. Don't kill people's pets. The usual. And then, yeah. All right. So now I'm going to start on the Omega Bridge. I see you'll probably make the water elevator go up the whole way. Oh, hello! Luke is in our stream. Hello, Luke. Nice panels. Thank you. I like the panels. I made these with Luke yesterday. It took us 8 hours, and it was worth every second of it. I feel so much more happy with the way that I sound now, because there's like no echo at all. I feel like I'm in a sound studio now. Played Roblox a bit in 2014 to 2017. Absolutely. I've not, but I like that. Luke, if you're still watching, I saw that you texted me. I was on stream though, so I didn't respond. Creeper, a man, so we back in the mine. Swinging that pickaxe side to side, side to side. I recognize the the reference you were making. You have a nice name, Darren. Thank you very much. Appreciated. Something, something, and something. Oh, wow, you're just doing all the lyrics. of that. Okay. Does anyone remember, before I accidentally kill myself, which is going to happen, is it that when you're crouching, you can't fall off ledges? Am I getting that right? I should probably check to see if I'm getting that right. But until then, I guess I'm just living on the edge, you know, as Aerosmith would. I think that's Aerosmith. Yeah, that's Aerosmith. I don't think there's a clean line that we can go directly towards the tower, so this is going to be a long and winding sky road. Heads up, Tess. Ah, and Luke's going to have me dinner. I'm helping him with it. He's doing a stream concert later, so I'm going to help him with that, because he's a good friend of mine. Do we have mods on the stream yet? If you're talking about moderators, we have like 5 or 6 that people voted on from the YouTube channel. And if you're talking about modifications mods, we have none because we're on Bedrock, and I have yet to figure out how to appropriately do that, which also explains why we have currently no like massive anti-cheat, but I'm going to figure that out. When I run out of cobblestone, I'm going to test to see my theory about falling. Crushing won't let me fall down? Oh, man, the leap of faith when you walk backwards off a ledge only to be saved by physics. Ah, oh, great feeling. Great feeling. Thank you very much. For some reason, all of my sound has stopped. I'm hoping that means that the stream is still working appropriately to what it should be. I'm wondering, I'm actually feeling more like I'm going to make a very wispy bridge over to the castle, and then when we get there, we'll figure out a better line for the bridge, and then we'll sort of go like that from there. And then maybe in the far future, we'll turn the bridge rainbow, and it will be the Rainbow Bridge, like from Mario. It also gives an amazing view of the things that we've built up. I'm actually blown away by how wonderful of a top-down view we're getting from this. Stream's still working great. Yes! Okay, just my sound in-game is turned off. Maybe it's because I'm infinity high, up in the air. Yep, it was. That was exactly it. Also the crouching. How do people become mods on streams then? Hold up. Somebody's saying I know the server crashed. Oh, you mean yesterday the server crashed? Yeah, the server crashed yesterday. Apparently our the hosting company I'm with got DDoSed, and they, quote, forgot to turn the server back on. But the guy who was talking to me about it was super nice, so I will give them another chance. Roblox channel, hey, what's up? How you doing? Did I miss any comments? I think. Do we need 7 mods? At some point in time, again, if people want, we'll do another mod vote. It just depends on how big the old stream ends up getting. Ooh. This elevator of water is amazing, by the way. Makes my life so much easier. Meow. Perfect. Off to the mines. Do I need to make more? I do need to make more of the old stuff. Server's very laggy. Oh, weird. For some reason, I think I saw Yi being unable to move, and I thought he was AFK, but it sounds like he might just be unable to move. Am I going to make the bridge go down. So if you look on the mountain in the corner of town, you'll see what looks like the start of a very giant castle. It's going to go between the tower and the castle. So it's not that the bridge will go down, it's that the ground will go up. Yes. Ooh, I'm not seeing blocks come out of this. Yeah, I have a feeling the server is lagging more than I think it is. That's unfortunate. Won't let you rejoin. Double check the server things. Server time on. They call it Slothy Panel, by the way. Status is online. CPU at something about Bedrock. They're telling me that Bedrock specifically has issues where randomly it'll just use your CPU, and then it'll be fine. And then randomly it'll just use your CPU, and then randomly it'll be fine. I'm not quite sure why that is. So currently, it looks like we're in... Oh, maybe it'll get better. But we're in the bad place. At least we got that wonderful, wonderful Minecraft piano music going in the background again. Just the way I like it. WB4, can I join you? I'm new. Absolutely you can. Sounds like the server's getting a little bit of lag right now, and is having a bit of an issue, which is unfortunate. But the IP address for the server is on the stream, like on the stream in the top left corner, and it's in the description of pretty much any of my videos. So you can feel free to come on by. The only rule is be kind. Are you making a city? Actually, everybody's making a city. You can feel free to make part of the city as well. It's not just me. I'm just making my own part of a larger city, as it's big collaboration. Tuck183, want to show me something cool? I don't know where you are. That's the problem around here. One of the reasons I'm making the sky bridge and the big tower and the castle is to give more landmarks, so I actually know what's going on, and I know where I am, because the city's huge, and I only made a very tiny portion of it. It is a small town called Aaronville. That is true. I'm not collecting any of the... I wonder if I save and quit. I'm saving and quitting, and I'm seeing if I can rejoin the stream myself. It's going to be funny if I can't rejoin the stream. So let's see what happens. This is the part of the show where we like to hang. I could read the chat, I suppose, in the meantime. People are also being disconnected. Entrance to the castle. There's multiple castles too, though. You could put a map in your offhand. Oh, I didn't. I genuinely didn't know that, actually. Back when I was last playing, there wasn't an offhand, so this is really cool. Can city make a ring where people can 1v1? I like the idea. We tend to stay no PvP to stop griefing, though. And half of everyone's on phone versus half of everyone's on, like, PC. So that's where I'm like, because the PC people will have a huge advantage if that happens. Well, what now? I don't know. I mean, realistically, I've been streaming for about 3 hours now. Typically, I stop at around 2 or 2:30, but I just genuinely was having so much fun that I just sort of lost track of time. So I might even... Now seems like a wonderful time, considering how I can't actually get back on the server either, for me to call it a day. You've all been absolutely wonderful. I'm going to see if I can next week. Maybe they're having a DDoS thing again. Server is definitely having issues, so I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. You've all been wonderful. For the people who've joined and now are new friends, welcome aboard. Whether or not you like just the streams or the videos, it'll be all good. I plan on possibly next week adding on, if I can figure it out, hopping on and off of streams just to see what's up. Welcome, your dude Caden. Our Minecraft server's having a bit of an issue, but welcome aboard. Bye, owner. Yeah, but next week I plan to hopefully, if I can figure it out, do a dual stream of both Twitch and YouTube. That way, if people prefer watching streams on Twitch, you have the option to do it there. If I can figure it out. If I can't, then we won't do that. but always improving, trying to figure out. Got the sound panels in now. I feel the sound is better, the lighting's good, feeling good, feeling like we're always improving. Fail fast, fail often, the way I like doing it. So yeah, with that, I'm on fun, and I don't mind PvP or non-peaceful. But Kristen, you're so talented, so maybe that's it. Bye, Dad. Oh, man. Nice meeting you, Darren. See you next time. Absolutely. We always try to stream at about noon, British Columbia, like West Coast, North America time on Wednesdays. That way, people from Europe can join, people from Canada can join. I might... If I get a huge European audience, I'll probably move that back to 11 my time, just so that they get an extra hour before it gets crazy late. But yeah, so everybody have a wonderful day. It's great to see you all. It was tons of fun playing. Again, I completely lost track of time and streamed for like another hour, which makes me very happy. And have a wonderful whatever. I'll see you all on Saturday for the Saturday show. Bye.